Experiences enabled by XR, extended reality, are going to transform the way we live, learn, work, and play radically within the next 10 years. XR encompasses both virtual and augmented reality, and it is shifting away niche to normal. With more lightweight and intelligent devices, the immersive environments will seem more alive and will be an everyday part of our lives. Physical and virtual spheres will be merged in the future. This presentation sets out to discuss how immersive experiences might be in the next decade. We will start. We will start it with overview of the development of XR and also focus on major technological innovations. We will then look at what XR will do to everyday life, such as smart cities and tourism. We shall look at how it is being integrated with artificial intelligence and why it is changing healthcare, education, and workplaces. Also, we will determine key issues like moral questions, availability, and fairness. And lastly, we will recap a description of what the inclusive and humanistic future of XR would be. They are built on the research and scenario of the present and future according to the works of the brightest researchers and technologists. The development of immersive technologies is increasing at a rapid pace, and its worldwide effect is predicted by 2035. XR will be everywhere, just like smartphones did. It will become integrated in our social, cultural, and economic life. This is already being manifested in training simulations, entertainment, and gaming. However, XR will not be a spatial feature in the future. Rather, we will have this form of technology incorporated in some of the fundamental aspects of our day to day activities. This transition will be enhanced by the transition that the world is taking as it goes digital in interactivity. We are going to learn immersively, work and communicate immersively, whether we are in the classroom or in the boardroom. XR will become not just a headset and a smartphone in another 10 years. We will have such progress as neutral interface devices where individuals will be able to communicate with a digital space with their mind. VR. Yeah, of course. VR headsets will be transformed into lightweight smart glasses. The haptic suits and gloves will make the user experience textures or heat of the virtual world. The technologies are going to render XR more pleasant, fluent, and organic. Our boundaries will not be restricted with hand controllers and voice commands anymore. XR is becoming more user friendly and wearable, which means it will expand almost all spheres of life, starting with entertainment and therapeutic applications to remote work. Everyday use. Virtual reality will be used in daily life. As a user, you will get an information about where to go, how to get there, how to have accessibility, and be secured in a smart city using AR. AR will provide retail shops with an opportunity to have AR try-ons, and tourism will include historical reconstruction or a virtual tour of a city. XR will be immensely helpful when running daily errands, as utility is integrated with entertainment. In one case, augmented restaurant menus might display you the 3D representation of your food prior to ordering. These are the most practical applications, which will become a standard practice as XR devices become cheap and mobile oriented. In addition, with XR, the artificial intelligence will transform the way the stories are told and interacted with. AI will render the virtual environment dynamic and software. VR characters will not forget your decision and will develop. Real time learning systems will adapt to user pace and behavior. Another option that AI will make possible is automatic story creation. Write up a lot and end up with a VR movie which you can navigate in. Such smart XR system will provide highly customized experiences in learning, entertainment, and even therapy. The closer it feels to real life and fits the changes to individuals, the better and more unforgettable the experience will be. XR is starting to bring advantages to the medical industry, but 10 years later it might lead to a revolution. PTSD, phobias, and anxiety will be treated with VR therapy by using controlled simulations extensively. The AR will assist surgeons with live overlays of essential information in a running operation, enhancing accuracy. High fidelity virtual simulations will be employed during medical training in an attempt to minimize risk and hasten. Treatment and patient education will also be rehabilitated with the help of these tools, which provide safer and more entertaining care practices. The XR technology can assist in humanizing and personalizing the health related process such that it is more convenient and efficient. So, immersive learning will change education also. Consider the students would learn biology by exploring a virtual rainforest or a social studies lessons that would put students in contact with historical figures. Learners will get access to virtual labs where they will be able to experiment safely in a virtual world. This will involve lots of senses and will help in retention and motivation. XR is also inclusive education. The student can obtain an immersive experience regardless of being a student with disabilities or distant learning. 10 years on XR may play a major role in teaching practices at school worldwide, fostering equity, curiosity, and creativity. It is not represented as a supplement to teaching, but it's the future of learning. So XR will have a strong influence on work also. Rather than video calls, dispersed groups of people would gather in virtual rooms, moving 3D objects or collaborating in 3D whiteboards. Physical closeness can also be simulated in the XR workspaces, enhancing interaction and collaboration. The cost will be lower, more realistic, and interesting training will take place. In risky industries such as aviation or construction, simulations will allow practicing with no risks to life. XR will have provide the senses of presence, interaction, and shared space in the absence of physical travel as we increasingly use more flexible work models. So ethical issues are also major in the XR development. This system capture huge amounts of information on eye movement, gestures, and emotion responses. Who owns such information? It is going to be applied to control behavior or to invade privacy. In addition, XR experiences may confuse imagination and realities, particularly among the youthful users. The design should be content moderation, consent, and transparency driven. Institutions and developers will be forced to develop firm ethical frameworks to control the growth of XR. Lacking control and responsibility, we can create more or even duplicate existing digital harms. XR is something that needs to be affordable in order to change the future radically. Currently, any person needs top notch headphones and decent internet connection to be immersed. This restricts accessibility to a large number of persons, particularly in underprivileged or rural areas. The digital divide must be closed by utilizing inexpensive hardware, mobile XR application, and education projects. Equity also implies that all user design of a product or service, no matter what the ability aids, it is all included. Developers should take into account different user needs in order to make storytelling, training, and support inclusive. It is important to democratize XR as the means of equitable, ethical, and board reach. Immersive experiences will have become a part of our life in a decade. XR is not only a digital figure but a human one. with personalized experiences and future healthcare, collaboration based workspaces, and ethical cities. But this future has to be developed carefully. It needs universal design, moral principles, as well as fair availability. XR will not cannibalize human connection, as people will merge more closely with the help of mindful use. Considering an evolution that lies ahead, we all need to define the immersive technology with intent, creativity, and empathy towards everyone. Thank you.